Hello Internet, I'm the hero of Julios once again with another One Piece chapter summary. This week's chapter is Wasted Words on Young Ears. The chapter art this week continues on with the Germa Double Six and their mission to now save Niji and Yonji. Well, it might be their mission to save them, or it may be these two escaping. We still don't know. But we do see in the art that the two of them are reminiscing their defeat at the hands of Big Mom herself. So it wasn't that her family overwhelmed, it's that after the Straw Hats got away, she sort of turned around and was like, well, second best. Walked over and just nabbed two of them because she is a beast that defies science, and Germa Double Six was not able to overcome her. As a result, the two of them are captured, and that's pretty much it. That's just an explanation of how the two got caught. So, without further ado, let's get into the actual chapter itself, which picks up right where it left off. Kid and Law and their big attacks. The railgun is beaming down onto Big Mom, and she is holding firm. She's got both hands gripped firmly onto the sides of the hole that Law made, and she is just tanking it. And she tells the two of them, hey, as soon as I break out of this, I'm going to kill you both, or you could become my slaves. So boom, she starts using her soul pocus. And she tells them, life or slavery. It seems that, in my opinion, I think she's starting to lose control at this point, because you see even the people surrounding the area start losing their soul. A couple of Law's crewmen even start losing theirs. So normally when Big Mom targets a specific person, it's only that person that gets affected. But she seems to be shockwaving this out to anyone who can hear her. Either that's by design, or she's actually on her last legs. Fortunately for Kid and Law, this doesn't faze them in the slightest. Much like Jinbei when he looked at Mom and said, life. The two of them have chosen to do the same. Kid even blows it off as, listen, I'm not listening to the death rattle of some old hag. You know, you're on your last legs. I'm about to blast you into this hole. It's not even worth my time. As he's continuing that, though, Hera, in her big elemental form with Prometheus fused around her, it's like, I'll save you, Mama, and starts coming on over. And that's when Law makes his re-room, as he calls it, and he casts silence on Big Mom. Nothing she does. She goes completely quiet. But obviously this ability is a tribute to Corazon and his devil fruit power. I'm not exactly sure how that fits into the Op fruit, though it does confirm the OP fruit. That Law can literally just do anything he comes up with? Is this just part of his ability with his awakening? I'm not exactly sure how this goes into medical science, but regardless, it's really cool. Nothing Mom can touch makes noise. Nothing she says makes noise. And as she's falling down into the hole, calling out to Hera and Prometheus is nothing. It doesn't do anything. Not that it does any good. Law immediately turns around and cuts the two of them as well. But now Big Mom is falling. And like we saw earlier in the last chapter with the big sword that went through, Big Mom comes crashing through there, and she's flailing silently, and she tries to grab some things, and she even grabs one of the bombs and ignites it. And it explodes. Fortunately, Yamato managed to freeze the rest of the bombs to prevent them from igniting as well, but the explosion of that single bomb was enough to kill the big fire ghost that Kanjuro made, and cause an extreme earthquake throughout the entirety of Onigashima. We'll get back to that earthquake in just a moment. So as Big Mom comes crashing down in an explosive, fiery display, we see that the capital is completely unfazed by this. They're still celebrating, they're still having a good time. So even the explosion of her landing in the ground didn't cause a noise. That's pretty powerful. That's pretty cool. I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like it's just It's really cool. It's a really awesome homage. I just don't see what that has to do with the op fruit. Like, can he medically, like, is it part of the awakening? Can he just medically remove sound now? In that case, can he remove, sight? Can he give sight? Can law restore your sight and your hearing? If he can make someone mute. So it goes without saying that he could cure muteness. Can the awakening of the op fruit cure blindness and deafness? I hope Oda explores this a little more. That actually sounds pretty useful. So backing it up to that earthquake I was talking about, we get a montage of things happening throughout Onigashima. The two more prominent events here, though, are we see that Fukurokuju has finally lost. He is down for the count, and Raizo is just standing there on fire, and he's just, I need water. I need a glass of water. Has anybody got water? So he's alive. He's got more endurance than Fukurokuju, but he is on fire, and he's probably gonna be pretty burned up. Gonna be a very crispy ninja from this point on, unless of course Law can just cure that too, because the op fruit is awakened. So we'll wait and see. But for now, the scabbards are just banged up, all of them. Some are exploded, some are missing arms, some are now just crispy. But the one I really wanted to get at is Brooke is with Robin. No one is with Zoro, who is face down on the ground, bleeding out. So Oda did not fake us out with, haha, Brooke, it was Brooke, Zoro was hallucinating. I think the Grim Reaper actually came to visit Zoro. I don't think Zoro's dead, but I'm starting to worry about that. By the way, no chapter next week, so we get to linger on that for 2 weeks now instead of our usual one. Thoughts and prayers for Zoro, everyone. He's not looking good. But finally, as Big Mom is the final part of everything going on around Big Mom is her little inner monologue as she's falling and realizing that Hera and Prometheus can't catch her. She starts thinking of Roger. And she starts getting mad at him. And she says, Roger, why'd you have to go and die? Why'd you tell everyone that, the great treasure was out there and the One Piece was out there for anyone who could take it? And you caused all those younglings to come storming into the new world for people like me and Kaido to deal with. It was easy for you. You got to die. You got to run away from this. The least you could have done was tell us about the One Piece. The part that I really like the most about it is the way Big Mom, it sounds almost sad the way she's talking about it, especially at the end where she says, it is real, right? It better be. I know we're not supposed to feel sorry for the emperors, but I feel sorry for Big Mom. I do. She never even got to see the treasure. She got as close as one of the 4 red poneglyphs, one of the road poneglyphs. And that was it. She never got to see the One Piece. She never got to see the treasure. At least Whitebeard got to know the treasure was real straight from the mouth of Roger. At least Shanks knows the treasure is real because he went to Laugh Tale. I mean, he didn't actually set foot on it with, him and Buggy, but he knows it's there. He knows the island can be gotten to. He may be too young to remember, but 2 of the 4 emperors knew it was true. The other 2 just had to go off the word of someone else. The last part of Big Mom's speech, though, is what shocks me the most. A little bit of it is here in Wano, right? So a piece of the One Piece is in Wano. Maybe. If I'm understanding the context of Big Mom's statement, I don't think Luffy defeating Kaido is going to be the end of this arc in terms of craziness. Like, Luffy defeated Rob Lucci. Yeah, there was a little bit of craziness trying to get away, and then we had the post-Ennis Lobby arc. I think Luffy's going to defeat Kaido, and then something else crazy is going to happen. Whether it's CP0 or Zunisha or all the Navy ships, whatever the reason, something is going to go down even after Kaido gets defeated. Or, a little outlandish, a little unlikely, Luffy and Kaido might actually have to team up for a bit. I doubt that, unless CP0 is truly that dangerous or truly that impatient. You know, the fight between Straw Hat and Kaido is taking too long. Let's take them both out while they're weakened. And then the two of them have to work together. That would be a plot twist I would not have seen coming until I just came up with that theory right now. But things are about to get wild. And Wano is still at the heart of it all. So, maybe it's in the Flower Cap? No, if it was in the Flower Capital, Kaido wouldn't have dropped the rock on it. Maybe it's at the bottom of the hole Law made. You could make a lot of theories just based on that single statement from Big Mom. And that's not even where the chapter ends. We get one last scene between Yamato and Momonosuke. Yamato letting Momo know, hey, the earthquake, it was one of the bombs, but don't worry, I froze the rest, so we don't have to worry about those going off anymore. And that's when Momonosuke tells Yamato, hey, a giant elephant named Zunisha is heading this way. And Yamato goes, the one from Odin's logbook? And he goes, yeah, that one. Zunisha has committed a horrible crime 800 years ago, which we knew. That Zunisha told us that already. What Zunisha left out, that Momo just told us, is it committed the crime while it was a companion of Joy Boy. And that's when Oda looked at us and went, okay, see you 2 weeks from now. Da-da-da-da-da-da. So, yeah, that's a big lore drop again. So, what did we pick up from this chapter? We know that Zunisha was a official companion of Joy Boy, which gets rid of any theory that Zunisha is Joy Boy, but doesn't get rid of the theory that Zunisha is the devil fruit they're talking about. So, keep that in mind, people. And Big Mom knows something about the One Piece in Wano. Either Kaido told her about it, or it's something she just knows, or it's something both of them knew but haven't discussed it yet. Whatever the reason, something related to the One Piece is in Wano, and that is crazy. Also, Big Mom is down but not out, so look forward to that. She's obviously not defeated. She is defeated. She is off Wano. There's no way for her to fly back up, but she is not dead. So, but with that, we'll just have to wait until next chapter for all these other zany questions to be answered. Thank you for watching as always, and I will see you in the next video. This is the Hero of Julios, Xing out.